you've been feeling something reaching its breaking point, you're not imagining it. The masks are coming off. The truth is rising. And what's been kept in illusion can't stay hidden anymore. Spirit is bringing closure where your heart has carried too much for too long. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's see what's finally coming to an end. Welcome in, my beautiful Aries friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So I wanted to first start with a Sacred Woundings Oracle card. So this is a wound that is surfacing, something that you might not be aware of, that is finally coming to an end. Okay, so let's see what it is that's surfacing for you. So we are getting the wound of the devoted ghost. So some of you might be experiencing this energy here. So the message around this is loyalty to a past that no longer exists. This wound lives in the space between who you were and who you're becoming. You remain tethered to old identities, relationships, or dreams long after they've faded. It can leave you feeling stuck in nostalgia, afraid to move forward, or haunted by the echo of a life you have outgrown. This is incredibly powerful. I do feel, Aries, that right now in your life, some of you are stepping into this more evolved version of yourself. There's this old version of you that is now fading away, and maybe there's some fear around it. Maybe there was an old life you had that you felt was right or you felt was aligned, but you know deep down inside that you have outgrown it. Everything is changing right now. And there's something here that is tied to this that is finally coming to an end. And, this is, a moment where, it feels like that you're facing reality in some way, and it might not feel good. But know that whatever's happening is for your highest purpose, and Spirit has your back right now. Okay, so they want you to look forward, not backwards. Okay, continue looking forward. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through for you. So we are getting the Seven of Swords. So I feel that your senses are heightened here. Some of you have spiritual gifts, gifts of clairvoyance, mediumship, psychic abilities, and many other things here. These are heightening. You're going to feel them a little bit more amplified. So I feel that you're sensing, you're feeling, you're hearing something coming in. And, sometimes when my senses are heightened, I can feel a little bit of anxiety around it. So what I like to do is create some balance, calm within myself. So they want you to keep the calm within yourself and just tune into what's coming in. It doesn't mean that you have to take action now. Okay, so Seven of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. So, we've got two swords suit cards coming out for you right now. Suits is coming in. I feel like, I don't know if any of you have seen that TV series Suits, but I'm getting that energy coming through here. So that just popped in out of nowhere. Now with the Six of Swords, this is your mindscape, everyone. The swords are your mind. It's your thoughts. It's your imagination. It is, your dreams. So this area of your life needs peace and balance. I feel there are things going on in your mind right now that may feel overwhelming or repeating themselves over and over again. So we have to bring peace to that. So that is the Six of Swords. And we have the World card. Your world is changing. This is what is happening. You're going through a major transformation here, Aries. So, this is something that we feel sometimes in the background of us through whatever experiences we are going through. It's just a feeling, a sensation that we have that we can't seem to put words around. It's just something that we feel. I feel you've been feeling this, and you've been feeling it for a while, especially if you're spiritually in tune. So know that you are elevating. You are actually ascending. You're going to feel those ascension symptoms. This is why I'm feeling so sleepy right now as I'm doing your reading here, Aries. I usually don't feel sleepy during the day, especially when I'm filming. But right now I feel like I have a sleepy spell. So what is that all about? Are you feeling it? because I feel some of you might be feeling tired, very, exhausted and sleepy. These are ascension symptoms, one of many ascension symptoms. Now, the World card is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. I also want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, Aries, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So yes, you are moving through some old energies. This is what it feels like, old energies that you have outgrown. They have expired. Things have changed here. And it's now time to move on from that, onto something new. Your world is changing here, and they don't want you to have one foot in and one foot out. They want you to jump in with both feet. Don't be afraid here. Fear is definitely there. Don't let it have power. Right now, you are meant to stand strong. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also pass this reading along to someone who might need to hear its message. So we have the number 7, 6, and we also have the number 21. These are number frequencies, light codes that may be showing up in your life, connecting you to this message, to this energy, this reading. Okay, so you might be seeing them separately or together in some sort of a sequence. Okay, this could be anywhere in a phone number, on a license plate, on a clock, right? You can see these in many different places. So pay attention to the numbers. I feel Spirit is speaking to you through the numbers. Okay, maybe you've been seeing a lot of numbers around, but they're pointing out the numbers here. So 7 of Swords, I'm seeing you looking at the future. You're looking at what's ahead. And, there's a little bit of worry here. This is the 6 of Swords energy. Something from the past you feel might interfere or somehow change your future. This future that you already have a visual around. There's like a little bit of fear here. So once again, fear is false evidence appearing real. It is an illusion. It only has power if we give it power. So they want you to look fear dead in the eyes and walk through it and continue doing that, because that fear is going to continue creeping up. And, that is that energy of the wound of the devoted ghost. So there's a version of you that is linked to your past. It's not that it's a bad version. There's nothing wrong with that version. That version was meant to be that version in the experience it was having. But it doesn't mean that it has to override or control your life, right? You can actually set it aside and allow yourself to grow past that and become a different person, or to become a different version of yourself, right? That is kind of like we're changing our habits, our patterns, and whatever this is, I feel you are receiving emotional clarity, like you're emotionally starting to feel a little bit more clear, right? This is that 7 of Swords energy. So the number 7, in my own opinion, I feel it is a spiritual number. So whenever I see it, I know that there are angels around me, that I am elevating and graduating in my spiritual experience. So here, this is where you're fully tuning in, Aries, and you're listening to that guidance that is coming in. You're sensing and feeling something right now. Okay, so that something is, it's almost like that there's an ending or some sort of closure coming in with, this could be information that comes in, or it's just this feeling you have that you sometimes can't put words on, but it's reassurance. Spirit is saying, those of you that have been looking for some guidance, clarity, reassurance, answers, this is coming in for you right now. And that reassurance is there. You might not have proof of it in your material world, but deep down inside, it's true. So trust that. There's something here kind of bubbling over. It's your higher self connecting with you and asking you and encouraging you not to be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid to move forward. There's so much ahead. You know, we have a past, and even though it was for a certain period of time, it is now a time to move forward from that. This could be, you know, this man is standing in this campsite. It feels safe. They're hunkered down, and he can feel a storm ahead. And there's no fear here, but instead preparation. It's like, okay, let's tune in and sense into what's coming in. And then we will take action rather than reacting to energies. You want to stay within your own peace, right? This is the number 6 to me feels like peace, especially with the swords, peace in your mind. And I'm seeing like, you know, disturbances with little bits and pieces of people, right? And things that they say, things that they might be thinking that we don't know whether or not they're true, right? It could be just a story, something that we assume is true, something that we sometimes, you know, think about. You know, I've had moments where I'm like, that person probably doesn't like me. I can tell from the way they're looking at me, but that could be completely untrue, because when you start to talk to them, they might be telling you a completely different story, and you might have not thought about that. So here, the 6 of Swords is about you putting these swords, you know, away and not in front of you, so they are overriding your experience, your peace. So this is about cultivating peace in your mind, right? Not allowing it to run rampant or wild or into a rabbit hole that you can't get yourself out of. And, you know, when we're in that rabbit hole, in my own experience, it's like I had to be there in order to understand and then choose to come out of it. And choosing to come out of it and taking the action to come out of it are two completely different things. Like choosing it and not taking action, or choosing it and then actually taking action, being present, putting your energy out there to create something different. Rather than being stuck in a rabbit hole or going down and down, you're pulling yourself back out to the light. So this is what this energy is. You are slowly moving forward. Healing is taking place here as well. Regeneration. So once again, loyalty to a past that no longer exists. You know, that loyalty, Spirit is saying that, you know, you have this gift of loyalty, right? You're able to commit yourself and stay in tune with something. What you're doing is maybe putting it towards the wrong thing. Let's take this power and redirect it, right? So this is what they're saying here with the 6 of Swords energy. And, you know, I don't know if any of you have a gray hoodie that you've been wearing, or you've seen somebody that's recently been wearing a gray hoodie. The gray hoodie is coming up as just a sign. It doesn't mean anything other than we're connecting here today because that showed up for you. And they want you to use affirmations. They want you to have some sort of visual reinforcement, like a vision board, right? I have a vision board on my computer screen. I have little things in my home that reinforce the kind of energy I want to vibrate in. So I've got pictures of myself and my husband, my family, like all over the place. You know, all the things that we're doing, they're very like natural photos. I feel that is just a reinforcement of this is my life. These are the people I care about, and they're here, and I'm actually within the experience. So for me, that is really important to have those kinds of affirmations around, right? There's many other things that I do as well, like having affirmations written down. I don't know if any of you have stickers, or sorry, sticky notes that have affirmations around the house, right? So even where I spend a lot of my time, I like to have it very cozy to make me feel a certain way. Like I create that in my own experience. So they want you to create an environment for peace for yourself, peace within yourself. So, you know yourself the best here, Aries. Create a sanctuary for yourself wherever you go. Even for myself, like getting ready in the morning, I have this period in time I spend like straightening my hair, like really getting into the feel and, you know, the vibration of what kind of energy I want to bring into my day. You know, what is it that Spirit wants to speak through me? And it starts here with the 6 of Swords. It's your mind. It's that vision. How am I going to create it? How do I want to feel? So you visualize it and immerse yourself in it in your mind, and then you bring it to life in your material world. So this is the Six of Swords energy, and I really feel that you're moving through a period of great healing in your life, Aries. And, you know, over the last, I'm thinking 6 to 7 years, things have really been gradually changing, but you've noticed this, you've sensed it for a while, right? And now you're within that experience where you've gone through it. Maybe you're dead center in it. It's a change, it's a transformation, it's an emerging of you, and it feels uncomfortable, it's uncertain, there's no guarantees, like all these kinds of things that are floating around in our mind. So they want you to take those and put them down. Sure, those things are there, but we don't have to sit there and focus on them. Like that's a possibility, doesn't mean that it's etched in stone, right? And even if it does happen, so what? We'll move through it. Spirit is backing us. Everything is happening for your growth, your evolution. This is all happening because your soul is ready to rise. It's your soul's evolution here. Your world is changing. Your inner world is changing along with this. And as this is happening, there's like a completion of you happening, this old version of you. Okay, you know this, that this is happening, right? You might be fighting it, battling it, holding on to something from the past that you just don't want to let go of because it's too painful and you can't even imagine it not being there, right? So sometimes we go through this experience and, what I'm getting here, it's gonna feel like it's happened so fast, but it was like slow, right? It happens and it feels like a split second. It's almost like you're doing a time jump and everything happens fast forward. But when you're in the experience, it's moving slowly. It feels like it's never going to end. And it's like a warp and you're like kind of popping out into another portal. This is what they're showing me, right? Is this whole experience and then you're out on the other side of it. And there's a new world, there's a new experience waiting for you to embrace it. And there's these feelings and things still lingering in your thoughts. These are your thoughts. This is so, so important, Aries. They want you to tend to your energetic garden within your mind, your mind's garden. You have to actually show up as the gardener, taking care of this beautiful garden that has to do with your life source. Everything that you do with this garden is what is being reflected to you in your reality. So the results are going to speak for themselves. You're going to really start to feel good and start to see yourself emerge into this world that you had only imagined, but now it's actually happening. It's through your actions, right? This is the way that you show up in your reality, the kind of vibration and frequency you create. So it's up to us to create our frequency in the world that we live in. And this world has many different realities, right? None of us live the same reality. We all live our own. It's unique to us. And we are the ruler of that reality. So we can either allow this reality to consume us, to take us around, where, we don't have any kind of idea where we're going. And a lot of times I feel like we're there, right? We're in that space. And those of us that wake up can tune in and bring ourselves back into balance, into alignment, to see the world for what it is, and to create our own frequency, our own experience through our energy. So this is what they're encouraging you to do right now. And finally, bring this old energy to an end. Like it's stagnant. It feels like it's already gone stale. Right? You know this, you feel this, you sense it. It is time for a change. It is time to change this campsite because things are about to change here. It's time to take all of these people, these tents, and bring them to another location, right? And I feel this is a constant thing that we go through where nothing is permanent. It's all temporary. So whatever temporary experience you were just having, no matter how many years it is now about to change. So allow yourself to stand in strength, in your truth. Speak your truth here, Aries. Don't be afraid to, okay? Don't be afraid to share what it is that's on your heart. And, and Aries, your energy, we just had the full moon. It was in your sign, right? So last night I'm going to post a video of the time lapse of this moon on my collective reading that you're going to see out today. So make sure you check that out. This full moon was really intense. Some of you might have been feeling a lot of things. What happens with these super full moons when they're especially in a specific sign, this one being in yours, Aries, they're activating us. It's an activation that is happening, and some of you are very sensitive to the moon's energy. So you have to share with me, what is it that you're sensing and feeling coming in? Because this full moon is clearing. It's a completion that is happening. It's like something is coming full all the way around, and it's about to shift into another energy and go back around. So this is what is happening here. And this person is walking in fully ready to go. There's a lot of passion, there's will, there's desire, it's this energy that you create. So it's important for me to create an energy in the morning when I wake up. I wake up in a really good mood many of the times. Like I would say 99% of the time I wake up very happy. And I love that. I just don't understand when sometimes people wake up when they're not happy, and there's nothing wrong with that either, right? We can shift our energy, right? It's a choice that we get to make every day when we wake up. It's a new day, it's a new experience, right? So here, it's a new day for you, Aries. What is it that you want to create here? And going forward, what is the future you see, and where do you see yourself growing to? Like, what is it that you want to draw into your life and experience? Now is the time for you to do that. Okay, this full moon, this energy here in the air, everyone, is actually supporting you in your growth and that next level of your life. So yeah, it's a chapter, an old one that is now finally ending for you. So I'm going to pull a spirit animal card. So this animal spirit is guiding you through this ending. Okay, so we are getting for you brown bear spirit. Take time out. That is the energy of the Six of Swords. Take a time out, okay, from the noise, from anything that is going on, and allow yourself to process, allow yourself to percolate, allow yourself to reassess and change the plan if you need to. Okay, so the brown bear, the number 9, again, another number frequency, connecting you today's reading, and this full moon energy. Oh my goodness. So brown bear spirit, there is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment, and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap so you can feel refreshed, and you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure that you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time, relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. So look at that. That is your message from Brown Bear Spirit today. And we are going to close your reading off with an angel number now. So some of you might already be seeing this angel number around. So we are getting for you 4545, coming good. There's so much coming good into your life here, my friends. And if you're seeing this angel number, your message today is everything is arriving in divine timing, okay? Divine timing is at play. So you're going to find that things are falling into place for you as well. There's a lot of blessings ahead, a lot of blessings already present within the experience you're having. And there's positive events that are about to take place in your life as well. It is a time for you to receive, Aries. Okay, so some of you might be resonating with the angel on this card. It's a confirmation that you are surrounded by earth angels, especially if you're seeing someone that looks like this angel. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.